Hi, I'm Nathan Smith. I'm the Director of Technology Integration for the College of Education and Human Services, and in that role I do a number of different things. I'm also a senior lecturer in instructional technology and learning sciences, and so I teach courses to undergraduate and graduate students, and I run the Adele and Dell Young Education Technology Center, which is the resource center for the College of Education. And I'm happy to have you in the class this semester. Just a little bit about me. I'm a former elementary school teacher. I taught mostly 4th, 5th, and 6th grade for 12 years down in Santa Clara, Utah. And then came up here to get a master's in instructional technology. And I guess USU liked me because they came down to Santa Clara and asked if I wouldn't apply for a job here at Utah State. And so I've been here at Utah State University for the past 26 years. And I'm loving it. I didn't really want to leave the elementary school children, but it gave me the opportunity to work with you who are going to be educators in both elementary and secondary schools. And so it's a pleasure to have the opportunity to work with you. Enough about me. I'd like to give you a quick tour of how the Teal 5500 course is organized. Of course, we have our Canvas course, and as you go into your dashboard, you'll notice that there are several sections because we have 212 students or so every semester. So I am teaching Section 1, Jake Downs is teaching Section 2, Stuart Bagley is teaching Section 3, Heather Gardner Section 4, and Ralph Trumbull is teaching Section 5. And together we make a team of instructors that we will be working together with all of you, but each of us will be assigned a specific group of you. So I'm going to go into my section here and just show you how it's organized inside. So our course is split into two parts. There is a class website, and then there is what's here in Canvas. And what's here in Canvas has been all put together as modules in the course. So if you come over here and click on modules, you'll see that each week we have a suggested plan for you. Monday, go through this. Tuesday, so forth. Discussions are here. Class assignments are here. Class sharing is here. And so this is the main part that you want to go through. As you communicate with me, you'll want to do so here in Inbox. And so you just come up here and click on Compose a New Message, select your course, and then put it to me for Section 1 and send your message. You can also attach files and audio and video here. All right. The calendar will help you keep things organized, and we'll show you the various things that are due. So here we go. It's populated in, and so you'll be looking for my Section 1 color there. Let's go back to our course, but let me show you the other part of the course. We have made the course content here in an outside website outside of Canvas. It's techintegrateed.weebly.com, and it's divided into several sections. The home page will introduce you to the course. Of course, the syllabus is much like any other syllabus that you'll see, and it's important that you go through and understand the course instructions and policies. The main content will be right here, and we have 14 lessons that you'll be going through. And each lesson, as you go into a lesson, is basically divided into 3 things that you'll do during the week. One is we'll have you go through the content for the week, and that's these different sections here. 2, we'll have you do a skill. So for example, this first week we'll make sure that you have an AggieMail account set up because your Google Drive in AggieMail has unlimited storage, and you can have it for the rest of your life. So this is a no-brainer. You want to have an AggieMail account if you don't already, just for that unlimited storage. And so each week you'll have content to go through, and then you'll have a skill. So in week 2, your skill will be learning to use Google Drive and being able to share files in that. And we have instructions for you and all of that kind of thing. There is plenty of help for you here. The third thing we're going to ask you to do each week is to participate in a class discussion about what you learned in the content that week. So each discussion will be divided into 2 parts. The first part's always due by Friday of the week, and that's where you respond to the discussion questions. All right, and so what we're asking you to do is to give us your feelings, thoughts, takeaways, what you learned in the content that week. And then over the weekend, we'd like you to respond to at least 2 of the other students. All right. Now these discussions get long, as you can see. We're scrolling through a lot of them. You're not required to read them all. You're required to read through at least 2 and respond to at least 2. We'd love you to do more than that, but that's the minimum requirement. And I'd like to share just a few things about the discussions with you. So each week, after you've posted your answers to the questions in the first part of the discussion, we'd like you to go back in over the weekend and respond to at least 2 other student posts. As I mentioned, you aren't required to read through all the posts, but you're certainly welcome to. As your instructor, I will be reading all of them and responding to some of them. You are required to pick at least 2 student posts to read through, and I would ask that you respond to student posts that haven't been responded to yet, at least once, and respond thoughtfully to them. The goal is, let's make this a discussion, not a hoop to jump through. If you're just jumping through the hoops to get a grade, the discussions will be a total waste of your time and mine, and be busy work. I hate busy work, and I think you do too. The reason we have discussions is that many online courses isolate students. You become islands in cyberspace, and I don't want that in this course. We are educators, professionals and pre-professionals, and I want us to become a team that feels like we can discuss things together about teaching and learning. I want you to learn from me, and I want you to learn from the others in the class. And I want to learn from you. I want you to share your thoughts, your knowledge, your expertise, and resources that you find with our class team. As a class team, There is a profound potential for learning and growing through this course, but only if we're willing to be active thinking participants. This is so important to me as the designer of the Teal 5500 course that I have eliminated tests and quizzes and will evaluate your gains from the course through your discussion post. So really, this will replace quizzes and tests. So there is no midterm, there is no final, but I do want you to take time and think through the discussions and to respond thoughtfully. Of course, we want to be civil. There's no put-downs, no swearing. We can disagree with each other, but we want to explain why we disagree. And we can agree with each other, but other than just saying, yeah, I like that or I agree, I want you to explain why you feel that way. And let's make it a discussion rather than just a hoop to jump through. So these are the various lessons, and we also have a blog where I will share some great resources with you. You'll want to check the blog regularly. There's some good stuff in here. I have lots of awesome resources that cross my desk almost every day, and the best ones I'll share with you here in the blog. Here in the resources section, you have lots of resources, Canvas tutorials, a listing of all the videos in the course, the ISTE standards we'll be using, help with your lesson plans, research help and resources, links to I Want to Learn tutorials. So if you want to learn Acrobat, for example, here's some great online tutorials for learning Acrobat. And then we have the Utah Core Standards here, which you'll be using a lot this semester. Are you searching for tools? We've got tons of places you can go and find awesome technology applications that and resources that you can use. And then as we come across great resources together, each semester we compile those into a huge list. And so here are links to great technology tools and resources with a brief description of each one and what they are. And so you can just click on any of them. It will take you to the website where you can use that resource or download that resource. And we have an alphabetical listing, and we also have a subject listing. Also, as you develop lesson plans and other resources, we're sharing them with each other and the world. And so if you click here on the Teal 5500 resources, you'll see that we have folders set up for various subjects that are taught in schools. So for example, if I go into science, and let's take a picture looking at all of these. These are lesson plans and things that your peers have already created as they've gone through the Teal 5500 course. And these are such great resources for you, not only to give you ideas and to be a resource for you, but the things that you discover and find will be added to these as well. So that is just a brief tour of the resources here. We have a contact page, and for me, where I keep my office hours and things along that line. You are just most welcome to get help anytime. This is going to be an awesome course. I have so much to share with you. So get ready. We're going to turn on the spigot.